Hey yo, it's me, the bad guy, Zeke 410, back with a brand new episode of WWE Champion. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash that bell button for future WWE Champions content. We are back with a brand new episode, people, and there's a lot to cover. Now, I wasn't able to get screenshots this time, but I'm going to break it down to you. Both the trickster and showboat banners are gone. Now the strikers and the technicians are in. For the technician banner, we have a 3-star gold technician DDP. We also have a 3-star silver. We have Doink the Clown. We have Kurt Angle and Ravishing Rick Rude. So that's the technician banner. On the striker side, for 3-star gold, we have Papa Shango, and at 3-star silver, we have the Red MP trainer Sting. We have Stone Cold and Steve Austin, Austin 316, as well as the chairman Vince McMahon. So to pull or not to pull, I'll get there shortly because there's also another banner that is live. There is the Ultimate Undertaker loot. Like most loot and coin situations, you have to pay for these coins to do these individual pulls. So there's one though you can do one pull for 7, you can do 5 pulls for 30, or you can do 18 pulls for 100, depending on where you are. And in there, they have a 3-star gold Undertaker. You have Mr. I believe it's Brock Lesnar. You also have Macho Man. I also believe Mr. Perfect is in there as well. You have the MP trainers. It's a solid banner. There's also some really great fuse ups. But to pull, which one to pull for, again, due to the perk pulls, it really depends on what class you're trying to build on. It depends on who you have, because ultimately you can literally go for a fuse up for Sting. I mean, I got Sting myself. I pulled him in a past video, which I showed, and I could easily go and pull on that to try to get the 3-star fuse up for him. There's also Shango, who I also pulled at 2-star gold, so I could always do a pull on the striker banner and try to go for his 3-star gold fuse up. Or it really depends on what you want. Either you want fast moves with technicians. Basically, technicians get their moves quick like acrobats, or you're going for damage in glass cannons and strikers. So it really depends. But you also have the ultimate loot, which I really think is a good situation to pull off of. But to get to pull or not to pull, I'm going to say to pull on any of those banners. It just really depends on what your preference is. Now, to get to this feud, I'm actually highly upset. This feud is live. By now, it is literally it's a 2-part feud. It's 48 hours again. So it's 5-man teams, and literally there's a day and possibly 2 hours left now by the time this video is up. And I gotta say, I'm actually very, very upset with this feud because I got my team set up, and it's 5-man, like I said, but I literally have not been able to get in whatsoever. And that's actually what I want to cover, because the 5-man setup literally prevents players from really like having the optimal experience. The two man teams and feuds is actually faster. It's more efficient. It ran a whole lot smoothly when we had the 2-man scenarios going on compared to the 5-man. So I really do think Scopely, we might want to just say goodbye to the 5-man, because literally I've been sitting all day long and last night trying to get in, and I have yet to get in whatsoever. I have my data is straight. I got everything. I got my bars, and I literally still cannot even get in. I haven't scored anything, which is killing me. So there's probably others that are like that. So leave your comments below. Let me know what your feud experience is like and which style of feud you prefer, the 2-man or the 5. And also, we got a lot of new information going on with the faction invasion coming up too. And the faction invasion, this is what I've got so far. Basically, 25 members. You got 3 factions that go up against each other. You're going to be able to place your teammates champions on specific nodes. Literally, you're going to be smart, and you're going to have to be smart about this, because each node is going to allow you to get points. And basically, by you taking over another factions nodes, your champions basically are set up for defense. Now, this is the thing you have to realize about this. This means that literally when you beat a person, if you take over a node, that champion that you used to beat that node is staying there. You cannot use that champion again. So you are going to really have to be strategic about who you play, who you use at each node. It's also going to be made a setup where even if you are like lower tier, low level champion, you can still be able to go ahead and participate and basically be put together with teams that are the appropriate overall with yours as well. So you can also go ahead and participate. There's also going to be leagues, and you're going to want to try to your best to get the legendary league after every single session or season of faction invasion. It does reset, so everyone basically starts back down at the bottom, and basically everyone is going to be starting there, and only a few people are going to be able to get in to the specific leagues as you rank up and get better prizes. It's looking like it's going to be a good situation for champions in the future, and as well as like just the overall experience. Now, the reason why I like this feud setup, what we can discuss is this: there are going to be people who have 4 stars. That is a fact. 4 stars are going to be coming regardless. People have stacked up on them. People have gotten the diamond packs. They've gotten their Vaders up. They've gotten their Razors, their Tough Seths, etc. So you're going to be seeing a lot of people doing that. And also with the new tier list that's out and everything, you're going to be seeing people now bringing up Mark Henrys and Goldbergs. There's going to be a lot of changes. And that's going to be cool because it's going to set things up for be different. Now, what I suggest about this feud is this: this feud, as although it seems really bland with no perks or anything, this is another opportunity. I think they did after the translations of the Japanese and the Korean. I felt that they did this feud to properly introduce those new players to champions. So that is why they are being made aware. Okay, there are 4 star champions. You can go up against 3 stars and your 2 stars, etc. And this is also a perfect opportunity for new players or players who don't have feud experience to go ahead and get their touches in, because literally you can use anybody. If you don't have the 2 4 stars at the top, you can the mid card is literally 3 champions that you can choose. It can be anybody from any category, from new gen, attitude, modern, or legend. You can have any class, acrobat, powerhouse, showboat, striker, technician, or trickster. So that's the thing you have that's beautiful about this feud. So it's literally, after the strict requirements for the month long June Bloom with the dynamic 9, it's cool that they basically reintroduce feuds in the classical way so that the new audience gets to be aware of it, as well as the people that have been playing, realize, okay, we've been running 24-hour feuds for a while, but the 48-hour feud is still an option. But ultimately, if they are going to be doing the 48-hour feuds, I just say do 48-hour feuds with the 2-man teams. Make it easier for people to get in, because you got so many people like literally trying to get in all at once to do the feud, that it literally crashes the game, and it makes it near impossible for other people to get onto the game because of the server being like overwhelmed. So literally things are looking good for us with the faction invasion. I'm going to leave a link in the description below from what Gearson, OG Gearson, had covered on that. When it comes to the tier list, I want to make sure to share that with you. The great people over at Reddit, they got that situated for the community. So there's a 4-star tier list, as well as a superstar move set and trainer list. So I'm going to leave those in the descriptions below. Let me know how you are doing in this feud. Good feuding to you all. Literally, it's killing me not to be able to feud right now, but hopefully things are going to turn around and be made for the better. So good feuding to you all. Good pulling to you all. Remember, Technician banner is a 3-star gold DDP. Ravishing Rick Rude, Kurt Angle, and Doink the Clown at 3-star silver. In the striker banner, it's got 3-star gold Papa Shango legend, and then you have for your 3-star silver Sting, Vince McMahon, and Austin 316. And you also have the coin pulls in the Ultimate Undertaker banner for a 3-star gold Taker. There's also Macho Man, Next Big Thing Brock Lesnar, perfect. A lot of top tier guys, a lot of top quality guys in there, and some very strong fuse ups. And plus, of course, your coins, your TP, and your tokens to help you build your roster. So that is the video, y'all. I'm literally good opportunity to learn how to feud. Great opportunity for new players to learn the ropes, and for great factions to go and to spend time with their teammates and put in some work. But also be very aware of faction invasion coming. Be very aware of the changes that are going to be coming, because the way it sounds, faction invasion is definitely going to be like seasonal. It's going to be playing out like a season. You're going to have different sessions. You're going to have different situations. You're going to be set up against two other factions along with your team. And I think the more that you like rank up in leagues, I think you're going to be able to access more of your teammates to be able to come in and help you basically take over the entire nodes. Now remember, there's also going to be a cooldown period, so no players can spam. You're basically going to do your matches, do what you have to do, but also remember, whenever your champion you use on that node, they're going to end up being stuck there. So don't more than likely do not start out with your 3 stars at the very beginning if you know you're probably going to have to use them later on, especially if there's going to be 4 stars on certain nodes, and we don't know what kind of we don't know exactly all the bonus type of content that comes to those nodes. But that is the video, y'all. Good feuding, good pulling. The bad guy, Zeke 4-0, Crowned Era. Come and join us. Just reached tier 42. And let's just have a good time enjoying an incredible game. But ultimately, 5-man feuds need to stop. Literally, it's not helping out at all. Two man feud teams were way better, more efficient, less lag, more play, more fun. So that is that. And until next time, remember, bad times don't last forever, but bad guys do. Peace.